Hi there guys, welcome back to the video using the car footage. In this part we're going to add in some text animation, but first I just want to show you how I have this set up for so far. We have the blurs, we have the effects and everything, and the transitions are just bright spots with a big blur, and they just kind of blur into focus and everything, so it creates a pretty cool effect there, and we have that consistent throughout the entire thing there. So okay. So what I want to do is, toward the end of the animation here, I'm going to add a new element here. We're going to right-click, go to New, and we'll say Text. And this text, I'm going to move this actually to the very, very end. What you see here is the text is going to exist throughout the entire animation. Now, I don't want that. I want this to start right around here where my CTI is right now. So let's just grab this very left edge, and we'll just pull this back about right there. And this text layer, let's go ahead and we'll type this. We'll call this Luxor SE. I'm trying to think of some kind of cool car name, but it's really all I can think of right now. So we'll do that. Go to your arrow key to accept it, and we'll change the font to something a little bit more nouveau. We'll go to, I believe I have a geometric font here. We'll use that right there, and let's make the font a little bit larger here. Okay. There we go. Now, animating with your text is a little bit different than your straightforward transforms or your effect animation. Animation with text is a very unique experience. And what I can show you is how to use this animation to kind of create what you want to use here. Let's put this right up here in the middle, toward the top. And I'll expand this here. We have your typical transform here, which is your position, rotation, scale, etc. You also have this text animation here. You have what's called a source text, path options, more options. What I'm looking for is this animate button right here. It's this little arrow pointing to the right. By clicking this, I can animate different things about my text, about my position, scale, skew, rotation, opacity, and other things. And I want to go toward my blur. So if you notice, whenever I do this, it creates an animator 1 with a range selector. Whenever I add animations to this, so I want to add my blur, say my scale, and my position, I need to click the add button. If I press the animate, it's going to include a whole new realm of animation, which I don't want that right now. I want to stick to this one range selector. And I'll tell you why once we get to it. But right now, let's focus on this blur. Let's make this to be about maybe 40. And we'll go to about a few frames into it, and we'll make it 0. So what's going to happen is it's going to kind of come in like that. Okay? I also want to animate the position of this. And what I can do with this is I can animate so far. If I click my add button, go to property, my position, I have the X, which moves it back and forth to the left and the right. I have the Y, which is up and down. But, however, if I press my right arrow here, I can enable my per character 3D, which allows you to animate individual characters one at a time.